Welcome back. Today is Halloween, and it made me think how fun it is to pretend, to make up and pretend, especially when you're kids. And then when you have kids, you get a second and sometimes a third and fourth childhood where you get to live through their childhood again. And you can enjoy vicariously all the things that you enjoyed as a child once more. It really gives us this wonderful opportunity, like Jesus said, to become a child again. Enjoy the simple pleasures of make-believe, right? So much fun. And there's a deep principle here that I wanted to touch on, which has to do with Amkara, the eye maker. So, let's get into it. I was teaching a wonderful yogini who had been in a different system for 40 years. And she had some wonderful experiences, but it was very much a hit and miss. And so a lot of what I was teaching her was how to relax, how to let go, how to be easy with ourselves. And she got it. It was amazing. She would get into profound, deep, deep bliss over and over again. And then she started going into samadhi wonderfully. So we kind of opened her up. All the structure was there, but she just needed to open up and relax and let it breathe. And one of the ways that this came up was she goes, I was told never to read a fantasy. I'm like, what? She goes, I was told never to read a fantasy, never to read anything science fiction, just concentrate on my guru's words only. And I thought, oh my God, what a stale life. Why would you do that to yourself? No. Go read all the fantasy in the world. And I recommended like 3 or 4 or 5 fantasy epics. And she started reading those and she was having a ball. She would call me up just to tell me how the fantasy was progressing. And it was so much fun. And now we've become like a little child again, bathing in wonder. I just sent this quote to one of my students and I want to share it with you. Keep your heart in wonder. Isn't that beautiful? Become like a child. Keep your heart in wonder. That's a cute baby meditation, and you can do it all day. Oh my God, isn't that amazing? Oh my God, look at that. Oh my God, it's a plane in the sky. Isn't that amazing? I had a yogini tell me, the cute babies, they don't do it for me. But science, oh my God, I look at those things and I'm in wonder. That's it. That is a form of the cute baby meditation. Keep your heart in wonder. And sometimes it might be fantasy or science fiction that keeps us a little lifted up, keeps us a little bit like a child in wonder, having fun in this world, finding something worthwhile in this world to be in love with, just a little bit, just something, right? Just a little something to be in wonder and to fall in love with. There must be something worthwhile out here. Can't I find it? Other people have found it. Why can't I find something in this world which is a little bit beautiful? Can't I do that? Hasn't God made all the flowers? What do you think they're sitting out there for? They're for you to be in wonder at the beauty of it, at the mystery of it. It's just sitting there waiting for you. Fantasy as well, science fiction as well. It's just a little beautiful. I have a friend, very, very, very psychic, very, very intuitive, very, very sensitive. And I told him about a long fantasy epic because I knew he liked fantasy as well. And he wrote back to me, he goes, what are you doing to me? I'm like, what did I do? He goes, that epic is 12 books and it hasn't even been finished. He says, if I get into that, I might die. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? He says, when I get locked into a book, I live that book for days and weeks and months, and it's my whole world, and I have to finish the whole thing. And sometimes I can't eat, I can't sleep because he's so deep into the epic, you see? And I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't know you got that deep into it. I mean, I've been deep in a book, but that's incredible. And what's happening here, and you will notice this as well, as you get deep into a book, your identity, you spend so much time with the character, your identity shifts over to that character a little bit while you're in the book. And this is why you can be deep in the book and somebody talks to you, you don't even hear it. You're identified inside of that story. You unplug from your story and you plug into a new story. And that's not a small thing. It's a spiritual practice. Does that blow your mind? Because if you do that over and over and over again, and you note, oh my God, I'm identified here, and I'm identified with this, and I'm identified with that, and I'm switching, and that gives you a pause, and you realize, I can't take either of these worlds too seriously because I'm switching. And you notice the switching, and you get deep into the world outside of yourself, and you go, wait a minute, this is exactly what I do with the book. Why am I doing that? Maybe I should pull back just a little bit, and I'd rather dive into my book today. I'll dive into the world again tomorrow, but today I'll dive into my book. It's just a little bit of a spiritual practice because you're moving that identification, and that's a part of you. Amkara, the I maker. Where do you put your I? And that I is why I say that meditation is a very slow, deliberate movement from the left brain processes over to the right brain processes. And in that process, you are moving the I maker, Amkara. You're moving it from identification with the left brain processes, click, over to the right brain processes. And that is a gigantic feat. So when you're in your book and you switch your I maker over, oh my God, this is what it's like. This is what happens in very, very deep meditation when I shift my I maker to the right brain processes. Does that blow your mind? Here is one of my favorite fantasies. This is The Riddle Master of Head by Patricia A. McKillip. And there's the hero, Morgan, searching for the truth. That's the first book of 3. It's a beautiful trilogy. And I'll have a link for this, by the way. I'll put a link down below. I adore that series. Very, very, very spiritual. So if you read all 3 of those, oh my goodness, wait till you get to the end. And it's hairy in the middle. Just like our own spiritual life, sometimes it gets hairy in the middle. But the end, oh my God, the ending. So find a good book. Find something that you love. And notice the movement of the I maker. It's really profound. So I hope you love this. If you did, be sure to hit that bell down below so I can see all of you next time.